Hi there YouTube land, and welcome back to the Small Workshop Adventures. Just a bit of housekeeping before we get started on this video. Please like and subscribe, click the thumbs up button, especially if you're new to the channel. But clicking thumbs up, I really appreciate that, because that helps YouTube understand that you like this sort of content, and it really helps me as a channel and improves what we do here. So thank you. So what are we doing today? Well, I said I was going to do another tool review, and here it is. So what is the tool, you ask? Well, it is my new reciprocating saw, Dewalt reciprocating saw, the DCS380 N. It's not the brushless one, but it's that's what we're going to be reviewing here. So let's get into it. Straight off the bat, I'm going to say I wish I had one of these before. But you don't know what you don't know, do you? That's a thing in life, isn't it? I don't know what I don't know. And having never used one of these before, or had the need to use them, there was always other tools that were on the priority list to get before this. But I bought this thinking about it, thinking I might need one about a month ago, and I've used it ever since on all the jobs, and it's turned out to be an incredible time saver. I mean, wow, talk about making life easy for myself, and I didn't know how good this bit of kit was. What's it good for? Well, its primary use, I guess, is in first fix stuff, so carcassing, cutting things. If you need precision, then a reciprocating saw is not your tool. You're not going to use it for precision. But if you're needing to cut pieces of lumber and do it actually pretty quick, and it just slices through them, then, or carcassing, or getting through things, it also cuts metal, which we're going to look at later, then this is an amazing bit of kit. So first of all, how does it feel just to hold? Sort of quite important as a tool, isn't it? Well, it's not the lightest, but you know, if you're just normal size, I'm not talking about being hench, am I? I'm just normal size. Yes, you can use it one-handed, but again, it loses even more precision. It's designed for two hands. I am going to show a video of me cutting some trees, which this is brilliant at. If you need to cut logs and trees down of a certain size, this really makes life a lot easier than you're up a ladder sawing bits of tree. So you'll see I was using it one-handed, but in the main, you were going to use it two-handed with the grip here. It's a perfect grip here, and it's got an amazing fence here, there, that moves around. So you can get into your piece of work and move and pivot, and that's a really, really clever bit of kit. So let's have a look at the features. You've got, obviously, you can put your battery in here, so you've just sticking a battery straight in there. Fairly straightforward, and it's in. Your battery in and out there. I'm going to take it out for safety while we're messing around with the blades. You also have this switch there, which locks off. So when that's in there, you cannot press the trigger. So again, a safety feature that you can quickly, if you're working and when you're changing blades, I've got a couple of blades here, you can lock that. Now it's working, just kick that back and it won't work. And just to show that, let's stick a battery in. There's no blade in at the minute, so there you see it working, and now it's not able to. We depress the safety on that, and that locks it, and that is a brilliant little feature. So changing the blade, where it says here 18 volt, this just enables you to change the blade really quickly. So you're just lifting that up, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift that up, and we're just going to insert a blade, and with that it's locked. And then we can put our battery in. And you can see there, it's able to cut. We are going to just put the safety back on, and there's nothing now. It's nothing. It's not working. What I'm going to do is cut to some videos of showing it actually in action. One of them is of me cutting a sleeper on a job, and then I'll just explain how it was. A big oak sleeper, which is a fairly big deal with to cut through, isn't it? So you need something fairly powerful and man enough to do it. So we're going to look at that, and also there is some brief footage of me cutting down some trees. The footage is a little bit from behind for where the camera angle was, but you'll get the idea of how it was, and you'll be able to see that I'm just doing it one-handed. Cutting with my cutting a sleeper with the Dewalt with this reciprocating saw, does it all right. What you've got, which with a lot of recip saws, is vibration, although I believe some of the more compact ones have an anti-vibration aspect to it. This doesn't, so there's quite a lot of vibration, so you wouldn't want to be doing hours of it, a lot of cutting, but it manages sleepers okay. We've got a really long blade on here and it manages it perfectly, so brilliant, very happy. What I've also discovered is that this is very good with the right blade, with the BiMetal Braid, with the metal blade on. There you go, it says metal on there. You can see that. Pull that back there and you can see it says metal. It's cutting through studs or pieces of timber that have got metal in, screws, nails. And there you see, I've put some screws in through there. Now, and we're just going to show how easy that is just to cut through that. So what I'm going to demonstrate here is just cutting through a piece of timber that's got some screws in. It's got 2 screws, and it's actually got, where I've cut before, it's got a bit of a nail there, still there. So it's going to go through these bits of metal and the timber. So we're just going to demonstrate that it's cutting. As you can see, that was really quick. It didn't even, it just is like hot knife through butter, wasn't it? Absolutely stunning. There's a number of different blades you can get, so depending on what you're cutting. This one, that's a fair size, isn't it? and that's for wood. And look at if you look at the teeth on that, that is, I'm just holding it up there, that is a fair size, so it would fit in there. But it's a really handy. You can get smaller. I actually haven't got them. You can get smaller blades that cut wood. And when you're buying a blade, it tells you on the packet what devices, what tools, what makes they fit. So there you go. You've got that on there. And this one says a number of brands. So AEG, Black & Decker, Bosch, Dewalt, Flex, Hilti, Hitachi, Makita, Metabo, Milwaukee, Porter, Cable, Skill. So, and the list probably goes on. So there's a lot of brands there that these blades are going to fit. We have the BiMetal, so this will cut wood and metal. So particularly if you're going through studs and there's loads of screws and nails in there, then these blades, they just cut like butter through it. It's an amazing, amazing bit of kit. So to summarise, should you get one? Well, I guess that depends on what type of work you do. But if you're out and about and you're needing to cut fairly big pieces of timber, particularly in the first phase of building something, particularly in construction, then this is definitely something for you. I was using also on one of the jobs I was doing, I was using a chainsaw, a Dewalt chainsaw. I do like my Dewalt, don't I? I was using a Dewalt chainsaw. This was not far behind. I mean, yes, a chainsaw was slightly quicker in going through a big piece of timber, but this equally did it in not much shorter time. So, and a chainsaw, particularly the battery ones, are a lot more expensive, and a whole different league to this. And yeah, this wasn't far behind. And so I'm not really comparing apples with apples when I think about a chainsaw, but it's doing a very similar. If you put one of these blades on, it's doing not too dissimilar a job. It's cutting through big pieces of timber, and I think this does it really, really well. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, click the thumbs up button, and there's lots more content on here around all sorts of woodworking stuff. I'm going to be doing, I've got some more tool reviews coming up, I think, as well. So if you like tool reviews, then that's a good thing, isn't it? But there's lots of other stuff on the channel. There's lots of stuff about well-being. You know, that's a passion of mine. Well-being in the workshop and men's, and anybody who does this sort of thing. We all need to look after ourselves, don't we? And you know that that's a passion of mine. So all there's left to say is, from me, Mark, at the Small Workshop Adventures, take care, everybody. Bye.